On everybody, it's Joe. Guess today I'm gonna try and do an unboxing video of this Chinese 20-inch fat tire bike I bought to do my fat tire trike build, which I'm gonna be converting pretty much this GT Stomper over into that. I just don't like the low slung, I guess, the female style frame and stuff like that. I had a bike before I done. I really didn't like it, and I need a bike for winter, and I want something with the fat tire bike wheels, and plus we'll switch it over to electric too at some point and want a disc. This bike has front and rear discs, so a little bit better, and I guess cost efficiency helped too, due to the fact that, you know, rear end, if you can even find one right now for a trike, it's going to cost you $250 to $300 just for the rear end, and that's it. So let's get started and see what we got. I've already opened it up. I ain't taken anything out yet, so go from there. Got my stand set up. Don't know if put anything on it, but let's see what we got. Didn't take long for me to get this bike either. Well, at least when I ordered it. I've had it for a while now. Maybe it took a week to get it to me. I mean, everything's in there, but it's just crammed in there. So say if you plan on ordering one, you worry about scratches, I'm pretty sure you're going to end up with a scratch here and there. They packed the rear end, looks like, in a little bag to try and keep it protected. I don't know how well that did. Looks like just your basic trike rear end. Got the disc on it, stuff like that. And this one's actually a 7-speed. Got it upside down. So we'll see how this ends up doing. It was white. I went with white just because I wasn't worried too much about the color, because I can always paint it, and it actually like that, was a considerable amount cheaper too. Parts box. It's probably the seat and front disc and everything. Looks like for the bike. I'll just set all this over here on the stand. I got some stuff out just in case I needed scissors or wire cutters or my box cutter. Okay, there's all the parts that was in the bag there. Looks like let's see what this is. Just your typical. Looks like stuff to mount the mount the basket, some of the other small chain guard, derailleur, and stuff like that. Here's the derailleur, just a low budget Shimano index shifter. Definitely is not a very expensive shifter, but it's alright. Remember the bolts too. Put the disc on the front wheel. And this is definitely a caliper for the front, which is just a basic. Just a basic. Oops. Actually, I think these are the bolts for the disc right there. Just a basic mechanical caliper, nothing fancy, no Shimano, but definitely got pretty good spring action and stuff. Got the chain here, which probably ain't nothing special. Here's another bolt for that. This looks like reflectors. For some weird reason, it included some silly knockoff stickers. Very odd. Pretty sure them will not be put in this build. It's nice that they gave you a little tool to tighten some stuff up with, but this is definitely a good tool that I'm surprised they put in there, which is a wide tool. I have one of these already, but this one's nice that they actually included it, because this got all the stuff you normally need that most people have no idea, and it's actually in Y form with the 4, 5, and 6 on it. It's something people always need. And this stuff in here feels like it's definitely low budget. Just some nut caps and caps for your rear, and a cheap bell. Super cheap. You have one incident and that thing is no good. And then the chain definitely doesn't looks super fancy or anything, but that's all right. Stuck the pedal. Yeah, these are definitely the typical Chinese bike, super low quality. This feels like no bearings in there, cheap plastic thrown together. One little incident and them are definitely gone, if they even last long, just because there's nothing in there. I never use them anyway, so it's all good. And then probably just use this until I find something different. Maybe using the one off the stomper anyways, because it's a 7. Of course, it's got nice big fat tires on it, and that's really what I wanted for off-road. This past winter I had a couple wrecks on my e-bike. I think part of it is the fact that I'm running Schwab Land Cruisers, which are pretty much a street slick. Then having the E-kit on it, as soon as I hit a patch of ice, that thing would just spin out by like having any type of car or anything like that. Caused me to wipe out a couple of times. This looks like the drive side wheel. They're all nice. Of course, tires are flat, but it's because it's new. I guess the key would be, once I get it together, how true are these? Shouldn't be too bad on a fat tire bike. Compare these to my 26 is not near as tall, but definitely probably about twice as wide. So hopefully that'll help a little bit better with traction and stuff in the snow. Of course, I didn't want something. The bike I had before was set kind of tall. I didn't like that. So this main frame, fairly light. Let's see if we can get some of this off of here. Get this stuck on my stand. Then we'll strip it down the rest of the way. They definitely wrap this up pretty good. I know just from assembling bikes for 25, 26 years that you can wrap a bike as good as you want. It's still going to get scratches. Then obviously with the seat, go ahead and open it up, see what it is. It looks like I won't be sticking with this seat though. These seats are usually just a basic. It's got a pretty wide seat, but just filled by the weight and everything that probably wouldn't hold up very long. But got quite a bit of padding on it. So if anyone's just wanting a nice bike with a good padding on your seat, I know ladies are always worried about that, but I can already see delamination right there in this, so it's already coming apart. I'll probably switch that out to a Sally Royale or something like that. Let's see what is it? This looks like chain guard, which definitely won't be put on there, but it feels like it's just totally annihilated. And my plan was scissors instead of fighting this stuff. Was pretty much to build out the, yeah, first victim to the shipping right there. Of course, I would put that on anyway. Someone could bend that back and get it back into shape. Wouldn't be perfect, but more than usable. And that little bit of bends in it, no one really notice anyways, being a three-wheel bike and where it's at. Alright. Now, handlebars. Nothing fancy. Of course, a lot of these parts aren't going to matter because of I'm going to be building off my stomper, so I won't be using this. My thought was also I would probably turn around and just get some forks, build this bike back up to a regular cruiser. It's got parking brake, which is pretty neat. Neat, weird style. I've seen other ones have different style. I've never seen one with one like that though. 7-speed grip shifter with it. I don't like grip shifters. Got carpal tunnel, like the rapid fires, and they're usually a little bit more precise using rapid fires. And then obviously this basket's a pretty good sized basket. I don't know if I can keep the basket or not. I'll probably put do like a tote or something like that where I can keep stuff in there closed up and protect it from the elements. But definitely a good sized basket, fairly light, big, feels kind of fairly sturdy. All right, let's go ahead and we'll undo the rest of the bike here. See what we got. It's a nice touch that they put these spacers, bolt them spacers in, keeps your forks in the rear from getting squished in. It's the biggest thing I usually see on bikes that are being shipped and stuff. I wouldn't see it to be too big a problem on a trike is the fact that the front forks will get smashed in shipping just because they'll instead of letting the bike standing straight up and down, they'll lay it down and then set other stuff on top of it and definitely smash the forks in. But I devised a way years ago on how to that's it. I don't know. Get that out. Come out of there. There we go. Just a fork guard to keep your forks from getting marred, but that there was on the crank. Never seen that before in this shipping. That's all right. So far, I ain't really seen much scrapes or anything like that. This was definitely way better packed than the last trike I ordered and bought, and it actually, I think this one was shipped from overseas and that one come from, of course it was shipped from China to them, but then they had an actual warehouse here and it Had all kinds of scratches and stuff on it. It definitely was not packed this well. And I know the prices of these just keep going up and up. And they keep saying it's from COVID, but my personal opinion, I think China's caught on to the fact that we're buying stuff from them dirt cheap, and then we're going around having wholesalers here resell that stuff and making, 2 to 3 times more than what they paid for it. So, alright. Pick this stuff up. Just trip all over it. And that's a fairly thick bag they stuck that in, so they really took care to make sure that rear end don't get all squished up. Now, I can leave this here and move some of the stuff out of my way onto this. And so yeah, definitely I mean, it's not a high-end trike, but it's got decent parts and stuff on it. When they got that tucked at. They send it all the way back around there. This is just a brake and shifter cable. Usually when you're building, you want to put one on one side and one to the other, just so they ain't tangling in each other. But so I guess that's it. That's just your. I'd say there was a company with this that I ordered this from, but they're all basically pretty much distributors over there selling the same bike. So it's got the typical, slide in rear end and stuff. Everything's good, really. No marred frame. Nothing looks bent up on it, so I guess my next video will be a build out of this. So